Hi everyone, welcome to Anime Debate. This is a top 5 video. Really, a friend of mine and I were talking, and he was telling me that I was fangirling too much over the new Jojo Part 5, which I'll be honest is one of my favorite Jojos I've seen. The only thing that really bothers me is a few things. And so he told me, like, hey man, you know, you're fangirling too much. There's got to be something wrong with this anime. And I'm like, you know, honestly, there's not a lot. I'm not going to spoil anything, so there are no spoilers here. No worries if you haven't seen the show yet. Or if you're waiting and letting it stockpile up, which I really do suggest that you let it stockpile up, because watching it each week it's like suffering a little bit. But I'll tell you why in a moment. But this is a top 5 video list of the things I don't like about JoJo Part 5. Which, to be honest, is just because I was challenged to do so. And I don't like to back away from a challenge. So, Mr. Lump King, challenge accepted. Let's go. All right, so number 1, the first thing I don't like about the JoJo Part 5 is the cliffhangers. I cannot stand the way they keep ending the series, like not series, each episode. Like every time I'm like, yeah, I want more. This is so good. This is so great. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. They just go and they show the little thing like to be continued. And I'm like, no. And I just really wished that I could just keep watching, because I think in part because I got introduced to JoJo late. And so I started watching it when I was unemployed. So literally what I did every single day was I watched parts 1 through, I think, through 4. Like in like the span of a few months while I looked for work. And when I didn't have interviews, I was like, yo, it's JoJo time. And I watched every single episode, and it was glorious because it was up to me how long I binged. And now that I'm watching a series for the first time, week by week, it's kind of frustrating because I want to keep watching it. And because each episode ends in like a cliffhanger, and they're all really good cliffhangers. And then it picks up, and you're like, yeah, we're back, baby. It's so good. It's so good. But not the cliffhangers. Those aren't good. All right. Number 4, I'll be honest here, is the art style. Now, the art style is similar to Part 4, but it's not quite the same. All these guys look very androgynous, and they all look kind of like females. They even dress like females to some degree, which I'm not going to sit here and go like, oh, that's weird because I'm uncomfortable. But it is weird because I'm uncomfortable. That's really what it is. It's just my social norms kicking in. Like, hey, where are your pants, and why are your pants so tight, and why are you wearing cleavage? Like those are all things I'm thinking. And then why are your lips prettier than mine are? Like, what a, but I mean, that's the thing that the JoJo mangaka does. He kind of switches up his style every generation and makes something different. And I like it, but it's just, it's off-putting to me in some ways. Even the use of shadows, where they don't like actually use a shadow, they just make the face like completely black, like it's like this. But I guess that's what it looks like in real life. So he's actually, okay, it's more accurate than other things. So it's not a real, okay, fine, it's very realistic. Dag nabbit, still gonna keep it on the list though. All right, next we're gonna move to, I have the list written down, I'm just being lazy. We're gonna move to number 3, which I'm not doing this in order at all. The Bedman. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in one of the episodes, our protagonist goes to go see a particular person, and he is a very fat person, and he just is a bed and then isn't a bed anymore. And I get it that we live in a universe where you have like breathing abilities and stands and vampires, but I didn't know there was a person who could just become a bed just because. Like, why can you be a bed and then not a bed? It's not explained. It has nothing to do with stand ability. It has nothing to do with it at all. He just was a bed for a few minutes. I don't get it. And it's confusing. Maybe they explain it in the comic, but I don't know. Oh yeah, that's another one too. The end of the ending OP is the next one on this list. They end the OP with an R&B song about making love. And I'm like, why? Like what? Like I don't necessarily hate it. It's just, it's awkward. Like I was watching it, you know, with the girlfriend, and then she also, what are we watching? And I'm like, okay, you just saw a guy do a thing with eyeballs and fingers. Are you really gonna sit here and tell me that this song is the weirdest thing? And she goes, yeah, it is. It doesn't fit. Why are they doing it? I go, because they like it. I don't know. Maybe the guy who does the show likes classic R&B and likes knocking the boots. Okay. So it confuses the normals. So yeah, that's my problem, is that the ending OP confuses normals. Ugh. All right. Last but not least, and this is one that like actually is a real issue for me. And this is not a spoiler because it doesn't happen. There's no Josuke. Like, where's Josuke? Okay, because in every other iteration of the JoJo series, someone typically carries on in the Joestar family to help the next portion. We even get a glimpse of another previous Joestar member, but we don't get any Josuke, and we don't know what happens to him. Like, that's it. I mean, like, why would you not do that? Like in every other, again, every situation, you know, we see that team member or a lineage member carry on, or we hear their story. We know where they are now. We know what happened to them. You know, like, you know, one went down and settled and was in the army and whatnot, and one just gets old and goes on a grand adventure, and we don't know the fate of Josuke. And to be honest, he was a really cool Joestar. Like, at first when I met him, I was like, okay, I don't know about this guy. But then you get deep into part 4 and you're like, yo, I love the Joe. I don't know, man. And yeah, it's just kind of like off-putting that like they brought over one of his sidekicks, but not Josuke himself. And why not Josuke? Like, is it too much that like the relatives would meet? I don't know. Because you know, another guy's there that we all know and love, but not him. And that hurts me. And that really is my forced list of 5 things I don't like about JoJo Part 5. I'd love to hear if you guys have your own list. Let's just do a little thing now in the comments. Leave your top 2 list of things you don't like about JoJo Part 5. Or rather, you know, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, The Golden Wind, / The Golden Experience. But they can't use it for copyright reasons, you know, because Prince. Which, again, love that's part of the homage. Is that Prince is like part of the homage of this whole series. It makes my little purple heart swell up with pride, jump out of my chest, do a little dance, and then get back in because I needed to live. But anyway, guys, let's talk. Check out my other videos. And please do me a favor, add me on Instagram, add me on Twitter, and we'll talk. This has been Chris, and Anime Debate is over for today. See you next time. Peace. Don't go too low. I said don't go low. No, don't go low. You don't listen.